A lot of people out there realize that I'm a little bit hyper, a little bit different, and a little bit the same at the same time. What did I say? It doesn't really matter because we're talking big steel cage match where nothing makes sense.
Would it be disrespectful to play like the Undertaker's theme song as a theme song for this?
I mean, there's a lot of good stuff you could utilize for
Because
that.
I had that thought earlier today, which, by the way, welcome to the Dead Parent Society, everybody. As my dog just barked, we're in the pilot season, so everything's real raw right now. But we'll be joining you the first of every month with a different installment. But yeah, I was like, oh, the Undertaker theme song, hilarious. I'm like, Bobby knows real music, so I'm sure he would have a good actual like because we're gonna when we have people on in the future, it's what songs remind you of your dead parent and such like that. But I think like just the gong, and then to be
Oh
honest,
yeah.
I'm a Ministry Taker theme mark, where it's just like the chant. Now that I'm explaining like the dark presentation of that, I'm picturing playing the video and having like Midian coming down and such.
Montages. Oh my God.
It's just, oh my God, we just like AI Photoshop face swap whoever's parent on Stephanie when she's on the cross.
Oh my God.
Oh, and
I
we could
was
do
I
Stone
was
Cold. We could have gender specific.
I was trying to think of how that could be worked. I just realized my lights are all no wonder everything's so bright. My lights are stuck on white. This my lights, Jesus. Anyway,
So, so what
yeah.
do you, by the way, I am professional wrestler Holden Albright, aka Brendan Caulfield. I'm pretty sure it should be said the other way around. Uh, introduce yourself to the new viewers, listeners,
Well,
audience.
hoy hoy. I am Bobby. I tend to go by Bobby B or Uncle Bobby B. I'm a professional wrestling referee and a musician. I'm in a band called The Dominion, and I referee whenever I can around Ontario. So, and me and Brendone have something in common.
We're both members of the Dead Dad Club.
That's it. At different times. 30 years for mine this year. 30
Like
years in September.
30 years, like so. Math, fuck. 95.
Yeah, September 25th.
Okay. Well then maybe we will. So if this is July, August, which would be the anniversary for my dad of 3 years, and then September. I think yeah. So in each installment in the future, we'll have people on to discuss being members of the Dead Parent Society. Write in for right now. Use holdenpro@hotmail.com. Comment on the Spotify link wherever this is fucking posted. DM me to share your experiences and what side of the club of the society you're a part of. And eventually we will have other people on. The next 2 months we will open up. So I guess next month I'll talk about my dad passing away 3 years ago. September, your anniversary. It bangs out like real nicely of that, of like the August and September. Um,
That's something good came out of it.
but this I do a lot of content and I just went through my archives for This Is Brendan. And A, I didn't realize how many times Shane Saber appeared in the first 20 episodes. And secondly, I didn't realize how depressing it was before I wanted to kill myself. So I want, if Van and Holden in the morning is just goofballs having fun and talking, praising the, praising a water park, hating on drones, me just being a fucking smartass, I need at least an outlet to be serious. And as you get older, I do believe everyone should want to be a member of the Dead Parent Society. And like if you are a member of the Dead Child Club, that's super depressing.
Very much so. We know people, like I know you do, and I definitely do, and it's super sad. I don't want to name drop anyone, but I think you know who I mean. That's somebody lost. Yeah, that's just, it's real sad, and it's they say it's one of life's great tragedies is when a parent outlives their child, right? Like no parent should outlive their child, basically.
Absolutely. Like when you go through a cemetery, and it's part of the reason why I wanted my dad buried, of like I feel like everyone when you're in a graveyard, you do look at the other tombstones and you try to do the math of
Absolutely.
like how old or whatever. And like whenever you see it where it's either like a day because it was like a miscarriage, or you see like a month or less than 3 years, and like you don't have to do the math, you see the fucking number, and it's just like super depressing. And also, so I got real frustrated. I don't know if it's I got frustrated, if it was a constant frustration with a coworker I had. This motherfucker told me I'm at a point in my life of middle age where I do think like some people are just you're a little bitch. Like fucking. And whenever I say be a man, I mean be a human, be a mature member of society. And he told me that, oh man, he wishes we never had to die, and like he cries sometimes because his grandma's like 95 or 100, and it's like I don't want her to die, and sad I never want. I think you're gonna go. If you're religious, why the fuck don't you want to die? Like, don't you want to go to heaven? Secondly, like death happens, and for life to happen, death has to happen. Like you have to appreciate life because of death. So I feel like this being an outlet for people, us taking a serious subject and making it less heavy. It's like going to the gym. You go to the gym for the first time, can't lift up that 40-pound dumbbell, and maybe eventually you are able to lift it up, but it just comes with time.
I agree. It's a weird thing, man. The way you get used to it. Like it's like you never miss them any less. You just kind of learn to deal with the loss. I
Yeah.
guess it's a weird thing, death. And yeah, you without death, there's no life, right? Like we can't just be immortal. I don't know. I'd probably get bored. And I got hobbies. I'd still get bored.
That was because my defense to that dude or argument was every media that has vampires, they all just want to die at a certain point. They've lived forever.
Right? Like it gets what like anything, look, anything you like doing, I don't care what it is. You might be your favorite thing in the world. Eventually you do it enough, eventually you get sick of it. Like you can only do it so many hours in a day. Like who wants to live forever? Fuck that. That is depressing if you ask me.
Jimmy Fallon was on, I think it was on a podcast called Diary of a CEO. And he mentioned that like his family does live longer and they're healthy, but he doesn't want to live too long. Like he doesn't want to be the last one left from his friends.
I thought you said diarrhea of a CEO at first, and it took me a second for my brain to correct like why that wouldn't be applicable. Uh, but yeah. Um, man, it's weird, and like I'm kind of fortunate. I still have three grandparents that are still alive. One thinks he's dying anytime now, so he started to give all his stuff away. So here I'll just tell this quick little story. So this pocket watch right here that my grandfather just gifted to me was my grandfather's. My grandfather was a jeweler. This would be my father's father. He gave it to my dad. My dad then gave it to my mom's father after they got married, so he would have something when he was hunting because he used to hunt. And now because he thinks he's gonna die, he gave it to me. And I'm like, shit, I don't know who I'm gonna give this to
And your
because I got
dad's
no
dad
kids.
is dead.
Yeah, that's my only grandparent that's actually dead right now. His mom, my dad's mom, is still kicking. She's unfortunately not in the best of health. Like mentally, she's not all there. Like she kind of forgets how to speak English now and forgets who you are. But I mean, she's I think 90. Her mother lived to 92.
Mm.
Uh, and like my grandmother is still like they're elderly. They got their health issues like all elderly people do, but still kicking. I mean, it's unreal. I hope I inherited at least some of those genes. Like 80s decent. I think I could if I clocked out at 80, I'd be satisfied.
See, I did the math after my dad died, and it feels like every single male in my family. So, like, my mom's dad died at 47. Okay, I need to work this way backwards. My dad's dad died at 65. My dad died at 56. My mom's dad died at 47. And then my mom's brother, my uncle, had like a stroke, massive heart issues between 45 to 90. I forget where, but like, I've told multiple people it's more likely I die before 50 than live past 60. And I'm only 32, which, by the way, join the Patreon. There's going to be a huge 40th celebration in November for myself. Brendan Caulfield turns 40 eventually, but he's celebrating it in 2025. So I am glad you said the Pocket Watch story because we talked about it the other day. And I replied with Final Destination and the Ring gifts.
Right, because like I'm like, oh, does this mean I'm next in line now? Like, it's is this the cursed pocket watch? Obviously, it's not. I'm gonna cherish that thing as a really
So,
nice
what does
keepsake.
it work right now?
Yeah, it's going, still works.
What if it stops when he dies?
Oh, fuck off! Don't hit me with that. I already. That freaked me out too much. I'd probably lock it in my safe, and then I don't think I can handle that.
I was gonna say, like, there is no way you put new batteries or like if it, especially if it's the exact time.
Yeah, like it's on. Like it's keeping time. It is ticking and wait, what time does it say it is? Oh no, that's not right. It's not 4:38 or 4:42. Maybe I have to wind it again. Well, something's ticking. Anyway, so I'm gonna take it into get repaired. Uh I probably should just take it into a watch watch shop just to get it, cleaned up and stuff. But I was like, oh
Would
yeah, it's
you?
keeping perfect time.
So the opposite question: would you feel bad if you accidentally broke it and he died at that moment?
Yeah, I would. That's like some Death Note shit.
But like, would you feel a little bit powerful? Like, I'm sure you'd be grieving at first, but then go like, Bobby is impenetrable.
I don't know. I don't want that to be okay. Why can't I just fly or something? Why does that have to be my superpower? I just want to fly, man. Like why can't I have a normal superpower like everyone else?
I
And
always
I
said
mean,
my possible curse might be I don't believe in psychics, but I'm very good at predicting human behavior and what stuff will happen. And I'm like, maybe that's my curse. I don't believe in psychics, so therefore I don't believe
but
in
you are
myself.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to a medium once, and it was an interesting experience. I still remember her name was Hazel, and she had a 1 year waiting list to get a reading done. And I don't know what it was, like $200 a pop. You do five of those a day, that's $1,000 a day, 5 hours of your time and your mental energy or whatever. And I went because a friend was like bugging me to go. I didn't really believe in it, but she did pull some interesting stuff. And this is, a while ago. This is before you could glean someone's entire life off the internet in 2 seconds. Like she would have had to really investigate me if she wanted to find out some of that stuff.
Do you believe in astrology?
No.
So like I feel like that like me being I've said before I'm a criminal for entertainment purposes only. Like
Hmm.
pro wrestling is entertainment assault. Magic is entertainment scams. So like
Okay.
I knew about cold reading and all this stuff that like leading in so I couldn't believe psychics. I've never been set up to maybe this is why so I've struggled with I don't know if I believe in the cryptozoological stuff as much as I know because I watch so many fucking big the fact that I called it cryptozoological stuff. I know it's called cryptozoology is the study of it. They are cryptids.
Cryptozoological. Yeah.
Yeah, like the fact that I know that instead of going, oh, the monsters in the Northwest, like I know the difference between Sasquatch and Bigfoot
And the
and Yeti.
Wendigo.
Yeah, I know like all this stuff, but like because I'm an atheist, I non-religious. I won't say non-atheist because I won't say atheist because like I believe in the universe sort of. But like
Hmm.
I know so much of these fucking Bigfoot and Loch Ness monsters and all this stuff, but I don't know if I believe in it. I've just wasted a lot of my life watching those programs and like to be honest, if I said wasted, I have watched those programs in the last 2 weeks. Like it's still happening. Wrestling and magic set me up to like not fall for like when so we're both involved in wrestling and we've both been wrestling fans most of our lives. When people say wrestling's fake, I don't know. Like I believed in Santa at a certain point because I was a child and I literally had a gift from Santa. I could go to the mall, see Santa. There's a lot of proving factors here. But I never thought wrestling was real because it's on television. And like I think I'm also like 7 years old when the Undertaker is putting Stone Cold in an embalming fucking thing that like if I believed that wrestling was real, I'm watching smut, which also I wasn't allowed to watch fucking South Park, but I was watching the Attitude Era. Like a visual two of my favorite VHS tapes. SummerSlam 98, which had Sable's bra that was just handprints on her
Oh,
tits.
the pasties? Yeah, yeah.
Were they pasties or were they? I think they were hand paint. Like it was just oil paint.
Oh, really? I thought it was like hand printed pasties.
No, I think it was body
Because
paint.
I
And then
remember or was it? Did she do that at a Mania or something? What
no,
the?
it was SummerSlam.
I gotta look that up.
It was SummerSlam or Fully Loaded. I know like those were a couple of the DVDs I had or VHSs, not DVDs. But then the other
Hmm.
one was Austin 316 Uncensored, which is just a some bitch fucking swearing for 45 goddamn minutes. And I've also come to terms. I thought I talked Stone Cold Southern. I understand I talk Hank Hill Southern now.
Yeah, they do kind of look like things that were just taped on over her breastises. I don't know.
Okay,
There's a lot of glare, but yeah, I
but it
remember this because
but it
our
was
buddy's
simulating
dad.
that it was just like handprints.
Yeah. Our buddy's dad was pissing and moaning that he had to pay money for us to, even though we were paying him back, to order this thing on pay-per-view, and he sat there and watched it with us. And as soon as that happened, no joke, he was like, "Maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it was." And like all of a sudden, he was converted.
We had a black box, and my dad was the reason that I got into wrestling. Like I don't remember the moment I got into it, but I know I
Hmm.
just always watched it with him and such like that. And weirdly enough, back kind of on topic, but whatever we talk about is on topic. Uh, one of my only like, and I forget about it because it's been long enough and I've moved on. Like death is easy for me because what am I gonna do? Get into an argument with a fucking grave? Like you made your decision while you were alive. I'll talk about next month of how much stuff was withheld from me. But like my only regret is so he dies in August. That Mania Stone Cold return. And like I don't know if he ever actually watched it because I
Mm.
did one episode of it on the Patreon of watching wrestling with my dad, and I was supposed to do a second volume of it, and I never got around to it. But it was going to be like an Eddie Kingston special, so it was going to be the
Hmm.
Eddie Kingston Punk match, Eddie Kingston and Danielson, and I believe we definitely watched the Boneyard match and maybe the Firefly Funhouse. But actually, going back to that topic of like, it doesn't get easier, you don't forget the person because of that 30-year gap basically between your dad's death and mine. I have videos and photos and actually a couple podcasts I did with him. And I will admit, as much as I've moved on, I've not listened to those again. Like, is there any videos of your dad, or especially like, I feel like every time there's animated AI of like photos and shit like that, I'm like, no, that's just welcoming the fucking grief.
My wall over there, I've got my dad's record from his band framed, and on top of that is the cassette tape from my band. I got the memorial photo of my dad. I got a photo of my dad when he was like in his early 20s, and I got a collage of photos of my dad. And then I have a little table here with a photo of me and my dad, more photos of my dad, a photo of my grandfather, and then the handprints from my two cats that are dead. I have like a whole little section. But yeah, I have
Okay.
videos and stuff. Luckily, their stuff does exist. And yeah, I like everything that's in this room. It looks like a cluster of shit, but it's there for a reason. And it's like when my nephew came over and he said, like, Zio, why do you have so many toys? And I said, well, because inside Zio is still your age, but like all these things are in here because they trigger core memories that
Yeah.
bring they spark joy. That's it. They spark joy.
You discredited your organization in your room because, and I think I told you the last time we hung out, it feels like it would be cluttered, but especially you telling everything has like this theme, whatever. It is packed to fuck, literally ceiling to floor, but like it's organized. And I love the way that you talked to your nephew, I think you said, about it. Of I came to the realization that like especially toys and collectibles and Funko Pops are the perfect one because it's been prostituted that there's everything of everything. Of which shout out the George Costanza New York Yankees Funko Pop coming out.
Amazing.
I've never wanted to go to a Yankee game before that image. But what's it called? And don't give me credit for being a loyal sports fan. I hate all non-predetermined sports for the record. Um, but going into the little dedications, but I have like a couple of pets. One of them has their handprints, but I want to say there's two, maybe three urns in my house for the pets. The thing that I have from my dad, I have the memorial card to him and my grandfather who passed away like 6 weeks beforehand. But like when I look at my like little in case shelf over there, it's so fucking dumb. Like I'm mocking myself while I'm about to say it, and me delaying saying it is like you can't bully me because it's about my dead dad. But like fucking on the list of retarded or not for Brendan, this goes into the retarded side. And it's a bag of Doritos, like a little snack bag because fuck okay this being a little like dry mouthed and emotional saying it makes me do feel like a human. Like there was so much of my life that I was emotionless. Like I would only cry when I was tired, and I would just say, oh, my eyes are leaking, therefore I have the indication of the robotics that I need to rest. But like because after he died and I went through his truck, like he did laundry the night before. And which I think is like, man, this some bitch dies like 12 hours later and he did his laundry and he folded his clothes. Like, what a waste of time.
Right?
But like a reminder that death just happens. But then there was this unopened bag of Doritos in his truck that I was like, I'm gonna save this. And then I do believe I talked to Kingdom about it afterwards, and he's like, because I was like, I feel like someone's gonna come over to my house one day and just eat the Doritos because they're like whatever, and I feel like I'm gonna get real mad. And then he's like, but what if you get stupid and you eat it? And I'm like, likely, likely.
I mean, I didn't know that I was playing a friend's dead mom's guitar, like acoustic guitar. I'm at my friend's house, I see an acoustic guitar sitting there. This is like like 20 years ago. I pick it up and I start strumming, like, oh, this fucking thing's out of tune. I start trying to tune it and like, boom, I break one of the strings. And I'm like,
Oh
oh shit, sorry,
shit.
whatever. I'm like, oh, I mean, that happens sometimes. Strings break. It's normal.
No,
But like,
but
I was
the
like,
guitar. That's what.
right. And then like I got told later, I'm like, did you not notice her brother's staring death at you? And I was like, no, why? He goes, that was their mom's guitar. I was like, oh fuck, I had no idea. And her mom had only died like a few months earlier. It was like fresh. So I was like, oh shit, okay. Yeah.
So it
Shout
should
out
have been in
Nicole,
better
sorry.
tune.
Well, I guess they probably left it like pristine, right? They didn't want anyone to touch it. And I went ahead and I touched the shit out of it. I still got my dad's piano, so
I'm gonna get the like the acrylic basketball case to put around the
but I mean,
Doritos bag.
there's nothing like I have under my futon here, and like you've been in my room, I have a futon for a couch. Underneath that is a stuffed gorilla that I won at a fair in Ohio in 1994, 95. That I brought back as a gorilla with boxing gloves, and I brought it back to my dad who was in the hospital at the time,
Mhm.
saying like, Dad, you're a fighter, like this gorilla kind of thing. Yeah. So that gorilla was in the room when he died. I wasn't. So I still have it. My mom's asked me a dozen times over the years when I was younger, do you want to get rid of this? Do you still want this? And I go, I just can't
Yeah.
because and it's I think it's what I just say. It was in the room when he died, but I wasn't. So
Yeah.
like I can't seem to part. I just have it.
I'm also picturing you are now you might not have had access to all of it, especially like your friend's mom's guitar, but I feel like we could do like a virtual I think a theme of the show might be the virtual gallery of the Hall of Haunted Objects you've interacted with.
No shit. I have my dad's accordion still. I have man, I got a couple. I have his old like set lists from when his band would play.
Well, no, you
Uh,
have a little like unit dedicated to your father, but
I got
like
a lot.
that pocket watch, the guitar, the stuffed animal.
Oh, now I'm still. Yeah, you got me thinking. Like, oof.
How many of your pets like old collars and leashes do you have?
Well, I've only ever had three cats. One was like I was three, and he ran away, got hit by a car, and the other two, I just have their paw prints, but they're like in ceramic.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I have one of
yeah,
them for my cat.
yeah. Uh, because I've only had the two cats. Well, now Briel's the third. Hopefully, he lasts a while. Little shit.
I keep having those discussions with my cat of like she's gonna be 3 this year, and I posted a because actually it does relate to the dead dad shit. I posted in like September that year of I don't know if I want a new tattoo or a new cat. And shout out Mitchell and Letizia from Barry. They commented and was like, "We just had a litter of cats. Get a cat." And that's how I have Austin, which is funny because there was content where I said my next pet's name would be Austin. And when I was like, I'm getting a cat, you told me I should name her Austin. I also thought she was a boy before I realized she did not have a penis. Because also
Austin could go both ways.
all of my all of my cats before have been male, so I've seen a lot of a dog's dick is a little funny because it's lipstick. A cat's dick looks like none of those old kids toys where you would put the rings on the like little stick and it would get smaller and it's colorful. That's what a cat's dick is, like a cone. So like it's always weird, and like I feel like it's the most weird, which by the way, that's why this podcast I think is going to be great. The most weird is the awkward moment when you realize you're jerking off while your cat's also jerking off, and you just like look at each other for a moment, and you're like, "We cool with this?
Yeah,
Okay."
see, I've had that one happen. I usually kick the cat out of the room. I don't want you looking at me. Get
We're
out of
both
here.
on different sides of the bed. My second cat though did like keep trying to fuck my arm. Like if I ever played like Two Truths and a Lie or like one of like the password kind of games, I could say as an honest truth, I have had cat pre cum on my arm multiple times.
Okay. Again, that is something I cannot relate to. I've not had
There's
any,
a
like,
lot of
I've been shit
experiences I've
on.
had that I don't want to be shared experiences with the world. I am okay not like because I made up a post the other day of like people are real comfortable telling people you weren't bullied enough as a child, which I hate that line because there are kids that are killing themselves because they're bullied. So I feel like we like that's like saying you haven't been shot by enough guns in your life. It's like I'm happy my number's at 0.
You haven't been traumatized. No, nobody's inflicted enough trauma on you. Well, you've seen that guy that I don't know if he's still doing it, but he was going around giving people shit for not putting their carts back in the cart corral, and then he would like zip tie the carts to their car.
I never saw the zip tie, but I saw the magnet bumper sticker carton
Yeah,
arts.
yeah, and then people would lose their shit. But you know what? There's one thing that really, really gets me. To this day, it gets me, and it's because my grandfather was a paraplegic as long as I knew him. My dad used a wheelchair for the last, year-ish, few months of his life. And I have a close friend who's a paraplegic from an auto accident. So I get frustrated when I see able-bodied individuals or able individuals, because it's not limited to body, that park in that spot because it's just the most convenient spot for them. Like they don't want to walk a little bit extra. Because I can tell you, almost anybody that's in a wheelchair would give anything to be able to walk an extra 20 feet
Yeah.
to a parking spot because they were and I used to get it at the beer store all the time because beer store parking lot would fill up. And I got cases of empties. I don't want to walk from the other side of the parking lot, even though beer store has carts. I'd have to come in, get a cart, go back, load it up, come back in. So I was just completely anal about it. Like if you were parked in the handicap spot and there wasn't a pass on your car, I would not serve you until you moved your car. And one
Oh.
young guy one time gave me such a hard time about it. And I was like, you know what? I took his beer and I put it back on the shelf and I go, now you can go to another beer store because I was real nice to you. I gave you a chance to
Yeah.
move it. And the guy started getting all worked up. And I happened to work with this guy, Jake, who was like 6'5", big dude, comes out from the back, goes, bro, is there a problem out here? And the guy just took off in a huff. But no, and to this day, it bothers the shit out of me. I'm not going to go fight a stranger because
This has been the 0 episode of Dead Parent Society.
we're going to talk more about dead parents in the next coming
Well, I'm
weeks.
first. August 1st, I talk about my dad.
Boom.
Email in holdenpro@hotmail.com. DM me, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, if you want to get your messages read. Hope you enjoy this journey with us.
Yes, this is going to be interesting.
Love you, Bobby.
Likewise, my friend.
Rest in peace.
On